All right. Chat was good with y'all boys. We back at it again like a bad habit. I want to start this chat, this stream off with a question, man. Is one man, when a person wins, does that mean, that you lost? Question mark. If someone right now is winning, does that mean you're losing? Question mark. The title of today's stream is called Big Fat Tortillas. Let's talk about the One Piece, man. What is the One Piece? Let me give y'all a little visual while we do a little talkie. Give me a second here. I'm trying to make the streams a little more entertaining for you. That'll come with time. Let's go ahead and you guys can look at this while I talk for a little bit. And then that'll be your visual for the for like the wait, how do I hold on, wait a minute. Can I just do this? Yeah, there we go. Alright, you guys can look at that while we chat for a little bit. That'll be like your loop, and it'll make it look like I'm like live editing, but like I'm not really editing. You guys just watching a loop, kind of like how I do my compilation videos. What is the One Piece, chat? Let's talk about it. Earlier today we had a pretty good live, but today though, or rather right now, we're gonna go over. Wait, can you guys hear me alright? Let me see if you guys can hear me. Hold on, 1 second. Gotta do this every time. Alright, there we go. Okay, so you guys can't hear me. What is One Piece? I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I think I know what the One Piece is, and I don't think you're gonna like what I have to say, but we're gonna say it anyway, though. Is the One Piece? Well, first of all, we had to go over three things, right? Is the One Piece physical? Is it still like? Does it still remain on Laugh Tale or whatever? And thirdly, is it even obtainable at this point in the story, right? Like whatever the Straw Hats is, or whatever Luffy and the rest of the people are after, can it even still be obtained? Are the three main questions. I'm gonna run it back. Is the One Piece something physical that we can like grab with our hands, see with our eyes, touch with our skin? I said that twice basically. Does it actually? Well, we know that it exists based on Blackbeard and somebody else. And then because some people speculate that the One Piece is probably something like the Journey with Friends and whatever like that, which I thought it was. To be fair, I thought okay, it was the One Piece is the journey that we all went through and the friends we made along the way. That would be horrible after basically 2,000 chapters, because I don't know if we're gonna go to 2,000 chapters, but we might end at like 1,300. Because My Hero ended with like 14, no, 14, like 450, no, 430 chapters, I think. Black Clover is on like its 350th, I think, or maybe a little, I think Black Clover is close to 400 too. One Piece is, we just did 1172 this morning. So, One Piece has probably got like another like 250 chapters left, give or take. About another 250 chapters left. Because we're coming up on a halfway, like chapter wise. Elbeth is going to easily be like another like 30, 40 chapters. The 30 to 50 chapters. It gives time for the main battle and gives time for the conclusion. Okay? So One Piece has like between 20 and 50 chapters left. That means that how long was Wano? Like, how many chapters was that? That was like 200 chapters. That had to be like 200 because Wano is like 10 volumes. And assuming it's like 11 chapters per volume, that's 11 times 10. That's 110 or something like that. 110 chapters. But what is the One Piece? I'm gonna be honest with you. Okay, I'm gonna start it off by saying I think the One Piece has like three main components. Okay, so I don't think it's like one main thing. I think it's one piece to a larger puzzle. So on one hand, I think that there is an intangible element to the One Piece. Okay, so that could be like the journey along the way, the friends you made, so on and so forth, right? The journey and friends, the battles, the great evil that you fought and faced. I think that's the intangible piece. Looking at someone like Luffy, and the rest of the world of One Piece in general, right? Everybody is oppressed and in some way, form, or fashion, right? The Marines, for example, right? They're supposed to be the good guys, but they often do evil and bad things and cover it up with under the umbrella of justice. Okay, every time Luffy goes to one of these islands of sort, he always frees the oppressed, right? We even go far as back as Alabasta. He freed Chopper, from his depression. He freed Nami from Arlong. He freed. Did he free Usopp? I don't remember. Did he free Sanji from something? Because was Sanji oppressed, or did he feel like he had to stay there at the Baratie in order to what's it called? I don't know. But again, I think that the One Piece is like it's not just like one main thing. It's like a one piece to a larger puzzle. And then we have an intangible component, and then we have the physical opponents, right? One is like whatever the One Piece is, and then what the One Piece goes to, right? Because like getting the One Piece will not be the end or like the end goal here, because I don't know what Roger discovered. Because during that flashback we had, Roger like laughed when he came across whatever he came across on the island. So whatever it was funny. Whatever the One Piece was, maybe it's like a mirror, like in like Kung Fu Panda or something like that. Like the reflection for Poe when he got the Dragon Scroll. I don't know, but the One Piece though has got to be. Oh wait, actually no, us too. As well as the One Piece being intangible. This one that before I forget, so I'm gonna say it out loud. I think that the One Piece is a double entendre, because I was talking about it like a little bit ago about Luffy like freeing the oppressed, being the figurehead of liberation. Why every time I stream there's some like weird background noise going on? Can you guys like why are they shoveling snow at 6 o'clock at night? Should have been shoveled that snow. But anyway, hopefully you guys can't hear it. But I feel like if I can hear it, you guys can hear it. Um, One Piece. I think it's one piece. Or a double entendre meaning like one piece as in as in the title Piece. So like the one piece of whatever it goes to, and then one piece would be like the end goal. Peace being Peace. Peace for all. Because Luffy's like big dream is like because we seen it in Wano at the end of Wano where he talks about whatever his dream was that he told Nami. Well, I don't think he told Nami and told the Straw Hat crew, because he would have told them the dream all the way back in Whole Cake, I think, or something like that. I don't know, because like we started off Wano with Luffy telling like them what his dream is or whatever. I thought his dream was to find the One Piece, but then he said, "Hey guys, you want to know what my dream is? It's making sure people can like eat whatever they want and do whatever they want. Liberation, basically, freedom. Freedom is the end goal of One Piece." Alright, so perhaps the One Piece is a double entendre. Now, I really should probably like make this into like a full video, but we're just gonna make it a segment, whatever. Right? So I think the One Piece is a three-part thing. There's a physical, an intangible, and then an ideological for the One Piece. There is a physical, an intangible, and then a psychological component to the One Piece. At least that is my theory. You guys let me know yours down below, and we can discuss further. But I think that the One Piece, though, is definitely something physical. We should be able to see it when they go find it on Randall or Laugh Tale or whatever it's called. And then we're gonna take the One Piece and then do something with it. So whoever and two, like Luffy might not even be the one to actually find the One Piece. I think maybe when like to make it more interesting, they might actually get to the island and there's gonna be like somebody just sitting there, being like, "Oh, Luffy, I waited for you for all these years and now you're finally here." And he's like, "What? You got the One Piece?" Like, "Yes, I do. And all you got to do is come take it from me." And then they're gonna have a little big fight, and Luffy's gonna lose tremendously. That'd be interesting. Or well, rather like probably not going that far, but like if Luffy did have to like you go to wherever the One Piece is, you finally get there. Because I don't think he can just walk in and take it. Luffy can't just walk in and take the One Piece, especially when like everybody's like after it. Even Emu's after it, and I can't imagine why. Like, what would Emu want or care for the One Piece? It makes no sense for his character because like he just sits on that couch or I'm sorry, sits on that throne all day. Well, it doesn't really sit, but like seemingly Emu can't leave his tower. He's kind of like Rapunzel. You know what I'm saying? So instead of letting down his hair, he lets out his evil spirit and creates he creates minions and Dome reverses them to do his bidding. And two, I wonder if Emu and Harold and all of them were planned from the beginning. Because I seen somewhere that Oda said that once you start seeing like Shanks a lot more in like his backstory, then you'll understand the One Piece. We've seen Shanks enough in this flashback. I don't know if it gave me any more ideas as to what the One Piece is, I came to a conclusion, not conclusion, but to this prediction and theory of the One Piece off of waking up from a dream. I actually recorded like me, like we're waking up out of sleep and saying what the One Piece was, just so I wouldn't forget. But again, I like even just like kind of expand it further here. I think that the One Piece has like a 3 part component to it, and I think when we get the One Piece or see what it is, whatever, we're not just gonna like stop there. It's not gonna be like, oh, Luffy walks into this cave and battles this monster and opens up this chest and then boom, there it is, the One Piece. I don't think it's gonna be that at all. I think because Luffy's got to fight through everybody to get it, and then two, that page we seen with everybody who's after One Piece in the end game. Kobe shouldn't even be on that list. First of all, Kobe should not be on that list for people going after the One Piece. Kobe is not the face of the Marines. That honesty impact was trash. Because how can he even do that? Still to this day, nobody can create a proper can give a reasonable explanation as to why Kobe is as powerful as Garp. You can't say because he trained him. You can't say because he punched the battle bag. Kobe has no. He may have a strong sense of justice, but he did what he did out of plot. Kobe was not determined. He didn't even believe in himself. You mean to tell me that Kobe just because like even before Kobe was captured by Garp, like well, he was really cowering in fear. I don't know. Like we have the thing is right because so much stuff happens off screen with One Piece. We can't just assume characters are strong or have gotten stronger over time because if that's the case, then Kobe should have been like it would have been decent if we seen Kobe do something in Marine Forward. That would have like maybe made a little more sense when he does the Honesty Impact, like or maybe have like a segment where they tell us like, oh, like he's gotten stronger. And they tried to do it like right before he punched the island, but you gotta think though, Kobe punched out an island on the Blackbeard crew. Like no, Garp came in there and reasonably so. Garp went in there and destroyed half the island by himself. No problem. I can believe it. I can dig it. But Kobe destroying the hand of an island off of sheer quote unquote willpower, I don't believe it. Like that segment was horrible. It was horrible to watch. It was horrible to like see. And then too like they gave him like the same effect as Garp, and it's like, dude, Kobe's not on Garp's level. Like not even close to it. Like because like right now, if Kobe fought Luffy, like he would lose tremendously, and that's with the honesty impact. You know what I'm saying? So it doesn't make sense. Where's my water? I need me a little sip of something. A sip on something. You know. Last stream started popping after like about a good like hour in. I don't know if I should like what I need to do to like up the quality of the stream. I really don't. I'm not about to come on, dude. Are you serious? Calling me during stream again? Hello? Well, I don't know. Chad, I'm sorry. You know, I think if I ever get like big, you know, it's gonna be like a whole like clip reel of like my mom calling me or like just rude interruptions during like streaming. It would be a hoot. But anyway, though, let's actually talk about like what we know about the One Piece so far, as far as like the information that's been given to us. Let me change this as well because I'm not really feeling that no more. And I feel like you guys are also not really feeling that. What do I have? And I don't want to also show anything in the purple because I know I got something in here that's not. Let me do this real quick for y'all. Switch the visuals up. I don't even know if like okay, this might be okay to look at. This might be okay to look at. Let's go here while we talk again. Right. So what do we know about the One Piece? Right. We know that it's on Laugh Tale. Well, first of all, we know that the One Piece is real, right? So we do know that the One Piece is real, and that it is something that can actually be obtained, right? And so if the so first okay, so what the heck? Come on, no, no, no! I'm streaming. Yeah, it's all good. I'm streaming right now. Yeah, I told you I was gonna stream after we got done playing chess. Well, I thought I wasn't, but after we got off though, I said, you know, I'm a stream. No, well they shouldn't be able to. I don't know. You want them to hear you. Well, I don't know how to make that happen. Like I don't know how to. No, just a microphone. I don't have any of those on. Hold on, let me show you. My what's it called? Like I'm using this little thing as the microphone. My microphone is down here, but like I got my webcam. No, they just hear me. What do you want to tell them? Go ahead.
Don't put it too close.
They can hear you. Go
No,
ahead.
like, no, just put it far, like, away from it, so they can kind of hear it.
Oh. Well, I'm talking about One Piece right now.
Oh, I know about One Piece.
All right. Well, I guess. All right. Well, I'm gonna just continue talking then about One Piece, and then you know you can chime in or whatever. But anyway, hold on. I gotta see the chat though. Um. Yeah, I don't know how to make his voice louder though. I don't. No. Um. Somebody's in chat. I don't want to say his real name out loud, but he says he can hear you just a little bit, kinda. That's because my speaker sucks, and then my phone speaker sucks bad too. Anyway, though. Anyway, I just want to chat about One Piece. Okay. So what do we know about the One Piece so far? Okay. The One Piece is real. It's on an island called either Randall, Raftel, or Laugh whatever it's called. The only person who found it or discovered it was Roger, and it's only the Roger crew and Whitebeard who knew about it, maybe seen it, heard about it, created it, discovered it, whatever. It was only the Roger Pirates and Whitebeard. So since Roger Pirates and Whitebeard, no one has come close to finding the One Piece. Secondly, to get to the One Piece, you need the road poneglyphs, and those are the four red cubes that we first discover, I think, on Zoe when we meet just before we get into Wano and go into Dressrosa. I think, I don't know, I forget. But in order to get to the island though, you need to go to what's it? What the heck is Lodestar then? I don't know. I don't care. Um, the four road poneglyphs. The other poneglyphs was like just for like unlocking the world history. I don't think they matter anymore. I think Oda is just gonna tell us the world history through like the giants like that as he's done. Um, what else? We got the road poneglyphs. There's like three islands to like get to the One Pieces. There's Lodestar, Randall, or Laugh. I don't know what it's called, but it's something about Laugh Tale, something about Lodestar. I think one or two of those islands we can skip, which because the road poneglyphs are like lead you directly to the One Piece, the final island. And so that's the second thing that we know. Third thing, you know, if I mean, and two, like Rayleigh was gonna just tell the Straw Hats like what the One Piece is. It seemed like it was gonna be like a whole explanation to what it is. So it's probably again like goes back to my main point, like it's not just one thing. And then, well, I guess the other thing that we know is that with Roger during his flashback, we see we see something about him being too early. So is it like so that's the question, like what is the One Piece then? If like somebody was too early for what? Because the robot Emmett said the same thing, that it was too early when he arrived as well. So what is this date that we're etching towards? Especially when Oda just came out and said that the story now is going to be told at breakneck speed. So no more deviations and slow simmering now. Now we're gonna just start getting into it because Oda's probably tired of drawing this story and wants to be able to lay down, sleep, and spend time with his family and whatnot. Because Oda's like super rich and super old at this point, right? He's been drawing One Piece for 30 years. 30 years of drawing a single story. A great story with a whole lot of flaws, but I personally I wouldn't mind doing that. It just has to make sense. You know what I mean? So again, just to reiterate here. So what do we know about the One Piece? We know that the Roger Pirates were the only ones to actually see it, discover it, experience it. We know that it's real based on Whitebeard and maybe somebody else. And then the third thing is um what is the third thing? I don't even remember what I just said. That it's on the final island that nobody has been to because it takes because the poneglyphs. You
Um,
what?
only one person is watching. That's me.
Oh, that's fine. Listen, all right.
But
Like
no,
when you're streaming, right? You know what I'm saying? Like you gotta kind of just like talk to yourself. Well, yeah, you gotta see. You gotta talk like you're talking to like in audience of people because um what's it called? People might watch like afterward. People might join in, and so it's easier and better if you like just sit here and like kind of just talk as if you were talking to like 15,000 people. You know what I'm saying? It just is what it is. You know what I mean? Or
yeah, somebody just left right before I told
well, oh well. I don't even care because I was streaming to like 5 people earlier. Now that may not seem like a lot, but like those 5 people were pretty active. So I'm a switch visuals real quick just to make it like not boring. BRB screen. Pause this if I have anything else that's visually interesting. That's Ice Spice. Cocoa Bliss. Coil Ray. So yeah, just if I have anything else that's visually interesting. That's Ice Spice. All right. What did you eat for dinner tonight?
I had chicken.
Chicken. Any like rice or vegetables?
Nope, just chicken.
Just chicken.
I don't think my mom is trying to buy a lot of stuff right now because, like, well, we have like snacks and stuff, but like it's not really dinner. But she has stuff, but I don't think she's trying to spend a lot. They're trying to get the gender reveal thing going,
Mm.
and they're not going all out, but like they probably want to save money because they're going to go all out for the baby shower.
See, that makes no sense.
What?
Like to not eat in order to save for a baby shower.
No, no, she's getting stuff, right?
Mm-hmm.
But she's not getting a lot at one time. Well, yeah. Like, she just bought, like, chicken, and she was gonna make it. And then we still got other stuff in the freezer.
I got you. So let's try this out. I'm gonna play this while we wait. Hold on. I think we gotta only play One Piece stuff because it
We
wouldn't
should
make
talk
sense.
about Demon Slayer.
All right. I guess we can switch to Demon Slayer topic. Are you all caught up? Or did you watch the movie?
I didn't watch the movie, but I watched, like, animated things about it.
Okay. Well, I just watched the movie. The movie is incredible.
I know it looks so cool. Like, I'd seen, like, clips of it, and it looks cool.
Yeah, it was really good. You said that you watched everything though, right? That was on Netflix, right? Because like the Netflix had all the way up to season 3 plus the
Oh,
movie,
yeah,
I think. And you watched the movie too, right? On Netflix, the Mugen Train.
Wait, it's on Netflix?
It should be.
Wait, I watched all the 5 seasons, but I didn't watch, like, the movie. Like, I only watched animated ones. I didn't watch the real one.
No. It's a animated movie. It's called Mugen Train, I think.
Oh, I'll check it. I watched it on YouTube.
Are you watching on YouTube? All right, I think I can show this without it copyrighting me, right? Hopefully, I don't know, but let me just finish up the One Piece segment and then I'll switch to Demon Slayer. All right, let me just finish it up. All right, so One Piece, the One Piece. In conclusion, all right, I don't think the One Piece is one main thing. I think that the One Piece is like one overall thing with a double meaning and 3 functions. There's a physical component, a metaphorical component, and a psychological component. The physical component being whatever it is, right? I thought it may have been the Mother Flame that we seen in Egghead, but that might not be it. The metaphorical sense of like what it represents, whether it be freedom, liberation, well, it might be psychological, but the metaphorical of like the One Piece, like the one who claims it, is like the most free or whatever it's meant to represent. And then the third component, the psychological component of by the One Piece being unlocked and um, uh, obtained by whoever, um, the psychological component. I'm sorry, I'm like losing my train of thought. The psychological component of which coincides with the double entendre of the One Piece. The fact that it's peace for all, like the One Piece, like unifying the whole world. Meaning, Imu's done for. The government is no longer evil. The celestial dragons have been taken down. Um, and everybody can just live free, eat, no more corruption, so on and so forth. All right, apologies for the silence there. Just a lot going on in my house, but yeah, that's gonna conclude the One Piece segment. Now we can talk about Demon Slayer. Um, first of all, Demon Slayer for me is like one of like the best series that I've seen in a long time. I own everything after season 2. So from volume 13 to volume 23. So basically like the end of the story. So I already know the ending already. It's I don't like the ending, but I like everything that leads up to the ending. All right, who was your favorite Hashira?
The missed one.
The Mr.
I was so sad when he had died
Muchiro?
from the Upper Moon one, huh?
Wait, how do you know that?
What?
How do you know that he died?
I told you I watched the animated version. I know what you're talking about.
Yeah. When he fought the Daki. Yeah, I like that season hands down is like best season so far because like the season after that like I didn't like it as much.
Well, didn't they kill well no, it was 5 and 4. Yeah, I know it was like a couple episodes where they fought 4 and 5.
Oh, I gotta find something else to watch. Apologies if you guys can hear my mother screaming on the phone downstairs. That's it's always it's why like I don't like I try to stream when like she's not home, but it just doesn't work out. I'm gonna start streaming whenever, whatever. Can we? Okay, now if I play like one of the clips from the movie, like I think I might actually get copyright. Should I risk it, R?
Well, doesn't copyright mean like you don't like just either you don't get money or something? Like,
If I show a copyrighted clip, you get use toy. You get used to it after. No, Murdoch, man, I don't want to get used to it, dude. It's so irritating because it's like every time I stream, like something going on in the background is so annoying. Like, it's
when I
so.
used to upload, I used to get copyrighted like every single one of my videos. I didn't really care.
Well, yeah, I mean, like, I don't care, but like, it just like has to make sense though. Like, if I show someone like some copyrighted material, like either I want it to be like fair use, or just have it make sense. But yeah, no, what's it called? Or somebody in the comments said that like in response to like my mom in the background of videos or any streams or whatever. He said after a while you get used to it. No, I'm trying to go for quality here.
Oh, wait, so like, oh god, I could have got some money on YouTube.
You got some money on YouTube.
I could have. My videos used to have like 1,000 views.
Oh shoot, my videos don't even get.
Yeah, so I could have got money. But I didn't spend money.
I don't think I'm ever gonna get monetized on
Just
YouTube for real.
what
Like
happens if you get copyrighted? If you get copyright strike, it means your content was removed due to a legal copyright request. Wait, so like your video just gets deleted?
no, what happens is like your video, like say if like you get copyrighted, it depends on the copyright. Like if you like use so my last like stream got completely banned because I showed the plumbers, like I can't even say their name, but like like Yoshi and stuff, and so it got banned. I had to go into the stream and chop it out in order for it to get put back up.
So you can't do it.
You can, but like it'll get, but you have to like go. Yeah, I guess so. Matt Murdoch says it's why I don't stream from my laptop with my mic on, but if I stream from PlayStation, it will be on since I'm upstairs. You know how my house is. Yeah, for sure, man. But it's still irritating, cause like you're down right now trying to do something spectacular, and someone just eh, in the background like ruining it. Even if it's like not on purpose, it's just like you're just ruining what we got going on here.
No,
You
my
feel me?
mom wouldn't care. She would just do it. Like, I would tell her not to do or something, and then she'll be like, okay. But then actually, no yelling at her. Like,
See, bro, that's you though, man. Like
but it'd be for the most stupidest things, though.
I don't have that luxury. They won't leave me alone. They won't let me be great. Yeah, so I'm not gonna be able to show any of the Demon Slayer stuff because I'm gonna get immediately copyrighted because there's not even anything on YouTube showing it. So if I show it, automatic ban. They gon' shut us down for sure. So let me not even risk it. But just going to it though, like Demon Slayer, like I recommend Demon Slayer to everybody. People who don't know what Demon Slayer is perfect, is like that perfect anime for like newcomers, starters, people who want to join the fandom of anime and be part of something or whatever. Demon Slayer is a good one to start. Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood, perfect anime. All 52 episodes or 56 episodes, whatever. It's literally perfect. Let me just hold on. Let me just have something here visually for the audience to look at rather than looking at a picture of Harley Quinn. I don't think that this is copyright as long as I don't play the music. Like this anime right here is like literally like, dude, growing up, this was everything for me. Seriously. Full Metal Alchemist. Führer Bradley. This fight right here, epic. Absolutely epic. And then too, Bradley like did something was like this scene right here where he takes on his entire army by himself. One man army just runs up in there. Apologies for the quality too, by the way. I don't even know where you can watch Attack on Titan anymore because not Attack on Titan. Full Metal Alchemist. 'Cause I don't think it's on Netflix anymore. It was way back when I watched it. This fight's in here too. Like, this is Greed versus Wrath. It's just dope. And see, this is back in all the way back in 2008 as well. Like, the animation was really fluid and interesting back then for sure. Because this is right when we... Oh, Soul Eater as well. That's a really good one as well. Soul Eater is almost perfect besides the ending. But I would still recommend it though for at least the first like 50 episodes. And then like just turn it off. Watch the first 50 episodes and then just turn it off. Should I watch Daredevil? Oh, this is getting a season 2 3 days ago. It's a teaser. Interesting. Should we watch it, chat? I mean, I don't know. Like, I might get copyrighted again.
What?
Let's risk it. There's another Daredevil trailer. You know, I forgot. You was on the phone. Let me just play it to see what it is, and then if they tell me that it's copyrighted, I'll just chop it out of the stream later. Oh yeah, it's gonna get me copyrighted for sure. Don't. Okay. All right. I won't play it out loud. No, but I got to though. I gotta risk it. I'm gonna just pause it like every like 5 seconds. Well, you can, but there's childish Gambino music. Oh, okay. All right. Well, we're just gonna just like turn off the sound then, and just play the thing. Murdoch. Have you seen the first season? Was it good? Because this is season 2 now. Can we see somebody else too, besides Fisk? Because we've been seeing... Oh, Jessica Jones is back though. Oh, yes. And he has the black costume on. That's interesting for sure. Karen Page is more in the spotlight, but as you see, though, she's in front of him. Jessica Jones has her powers. I would like to see a different villain though, because I don't think you have to keep on with the same characters at all. But we got Bullseye, we got Fisk. Oh, and he's like Jack too. Karen Page is like doing taekwondo or whatever. Season 2. And he's in the black costume. I had a rough start because writers of new it had a rough start because of new writers, but once the original Netflix writers came back, it was really good again. Okay, then I might watch it because that was the whole because like that was my whole thing. Is that like I don't want to waste my time, and it's coming out March 24th as well. I didn't hear anybody talking about it though. Like like all the nerd spaces didn't really talk about it. So I wonder if it's even really well rather like well in terms of the season 2 trailer. Why Did I Get Married? That was a good movie. I gotta watch it again though. March 24th. I don't know. I'll give it a shot. If the episodes aren't long, then a lot of two. This is where I got the thumbnail from. If the episodes aren't long, then I might start it tonight. I still gotta finish. Fire Force 2. I would recommend to new anime watchers as well. Fire Force is pretty inoffensive and it's pretty cool. But then again, most newcomers might not like it because of like some of the content or whatever. But like again, like if they like Soul Eater, then they'll like Fire Force. Now Murdoch, because you know a lot about Daredevil. What's the whole thing with the black suit? Like, is that like him? Like, what is that? Like, when does he get the black suit? Why does he get the black suit? Is the what is like the significance of black suit Daredevil? Because we seen the red on screen, we seen yellow. Now we got black suit. So what story could they be adapting? Oh, and will we get Frank Castle this season as well? Like you know what I mean? Like that, unless he showed up in the first season. Did the Punisher show up in the first season of Born Again? How long are these episodes? That's what I want to know. Episode list. Season 2, episode 1. Come out pretty soon as well. Season 1, episode 2. Heaven's Half Hour. Watch options. Disney Plus. I had Disney Plus, but I know for a fact if I play, if I feel like even if I like show this screen, they'll like copyright me immediately. 58% off. That's such a weird thing. All right, what are you watching right now in terms of Oh wait, hold on, wait. Let me read chat real quick. Not sure they went with the black. He doesn't have it in season 1, and yes, he does show up. Okay, so Punisher does show up, and you're not sure why he has the black suit. But what is the black suit like? Because I remember like you were reading something by someone where no, I was in a comic shop and I seen some ongoing Daredevil stuff, and he was in a black suit, and it looked really awesome. Whoever the artist was. Oh wait, let me not show that. That's baddies. I don't need the internet knowing that I watch baddies. No, but like, why does he get the black suit though? Or rather, like, who does he get it from? Or Or like, what's the story behind his black suit? Oh, my phone is dying again.
What?
I said my phone is dying.
Did you ask me a question or no?
Oh yeah. I said, what are you watching right now, like, anime wise?
Oh, I'm trying to see what everybody's, about the Hero Academia.
My Hero Academia. Oh yeah. I would recommend My Hero Academia also. I would recommend JJK if you like just want to watch like cool fights and don't care much about a story. But My Hero Academia is good. I really enjoyed the first three seasons. Season four was a little bit boring at the time, but it's actually like probably one of the best arcs in My Hero Academia. It's just that moving forward, like past that, like season five, six, seven, six, seven, and then eight.
Why would you say that?
I don't know,
Why would you say that?
cause I don't like it. That's why. What's it called? He
And
says
then,
that
what? That doesn't make sense.
because I don't know what it means, and I just hear like people like at my job, all the kids saying it. It makes no sense. All
I don't know why people think going around saying a number is cool or anything.
right, hold on. So let me read the chat. It says there are two black suits. One is Shadowlands, which he wears. He gets possessed and takes over the hand. Okay, that makes. I think I know about that one. The other one is from the Marvel Now run for Daredevil, similar to Shadowland but different. The black suit in the show is just the red suit but sprayed painted black, and his logo really shows. Okay, I believe you. I believe you. Oh, we also got JoJo Steel Ball Run coming out soon, right? Doesn't that come out in like March also or April? I know I seen this trailer. Star Platinum, and I think Star Platinum is a lot better like in the other parts, like in Diamond Unbreakable and in Part 6 especially too, when like he comes in to help his daughter out. But other than that though, Stardust Crusaders was not it for me personally. For me personally, I can't even really remember anything prior in the season. But I remember all of part four, and matter of fact, like I even went back and watched part four twice, like, and then part five too. Like you can just turn on random episodes and like just kind of watch it, and that'll just be that.
Netflix anime.
Oh, all right, yeah, you gotta watch Black Clover for sure. That's a good one too, cause Black Clover's getting ready to come back. I disagree heavily as I'll say this. Never make a video on that. Take JoJo fans will come after you. Listen, man, let them come. I'm not saying that Stardust Crusaders is not good. I'm saying that I didn't like it personally. I don't like I don't feel the need to rewatch Stardust Crusaders. Like I would rather watch Diamond Unbreakable or Golden Wind. But the first half of Golden Wind, I don't think I like the second half. No, I'm lying. I like all of Golden Wind.
I got a question.
What's up? What's your question?
Deadpool or Wolverine?
You said what?
Deadpool or Wolverine?
I prefer Wolverine. As a matter of fact, I wanted to watch this movie. I know I have it somewhere, but I gotta watch this again. But you can't find any clips of it though, because I think it's copyright. I wish we would have got this fight instead of the other fight. Hulk versus Wolverine, dude. When this came out, like I remember watching this like way back in the gap. Somebody else showed me this like a long time ago. I was in daycare when I first seen Hulk versus Wolverine and Hulk versus Thor. So this had to be like 2000, because it came out in 2008, 2009, that era. I think probably 2009. So I was either in the first grade or kindergarten when this came out, and somebody showed it to me, and it was awesome. and the same person who like showed me all these superheroes were the same person who like showed me all the Disney films also as well. Like I watched Hercules like every day, not because I wanted to, just because like that's all that was available. But he was the first person to show me Batman versus Dracula as well. I remember being terrified of it though, because it was Dracula, but all that great and fun stuff. You know what I mean? It was just awesome. I don't know why Marvel doesn't do any cool animated stuff like this anymore. Like all their cartoons suck, all of them. Okay, Ultimate Spider-Man sucked for the first season 1 was trash. Season 2 was good. I think season 3 was bad also, and I think I like season 4. If I because I watched every episode. The secondary like Marvel Spider-Man cartoon, I liked it, and then they took it off of the air, and then kind of just randomly released episodes, and I wasn't feeling it at all. But I really like that. I really like the show though. The first 2 seasons anyway. Seasons 3 and 4 were not good. They like stopped caring, I guess, and just had Spider-Man doing random stuff, and then putting him on mini arcs that I didn't think was good, and then putting him back in high school as well. I think we need a more mature Spider-Man moving forward. The Sony needed to give their own Spider. If they want to do their own Spider-Man, I don't think I've ever said this, but like Sony should have just went with like Scarlet Spider as like the Spider-Man of their universe. That way they could have done a more aggressive Spider-Man, and he would have had a different name, different backstory, so on and so forth. Like we could have had Scarlet Spider as the main Spider-Man for the Sonyverse, and it would have been cool because like if we can have Miles Morales and Peter Parker running around, and then I don't see why we can't have Scarlet Spider, specifically with the blue hoodie and the all red suit. I don't know about the red and black, 'cause I think that's a villain, right? That's Spider Kane or whatever. This fight is just epic. And dude, the thing is, right? Like Thor didn't last. Thor did not last at all with the Hulk. Like Wolverine at least had a shot, and he would have won too. But because of plot, he got sniped by Deadpool, and then we go into the whole thing. They're both Scarlet Spider. Yeah, but like, well, hold on now. Are they both clones of Spider-Man? Aren't they both clones? But like one is like good though, right? Like one is, or are they both Ben Riley? Well, you know what? Even if we couldn't get like Scarlet Spider, they can at least do Spider-Man 2099 with Miguel O'Hara. But now that they've done the Miles Morales movie, making Miguel a bad guy essentially, which I don't like at all. Like, I don't see why they couldn't, like, I don't see why. That's the thing, like with the Miles Morales Spider-Man films, like I want to like them, Kane and Ben. Okay, that's the thing with the Miles Morales movies, is that like, I don't like the fact that one, there's too many Spider people, entirely too many, and the focus was taken away from Miles. And like with like as many villains as Spider-Man has, why not just like pull out one of the villains? Like we have like a super old alternate version of like Scorpion or Venom, or something of the sort. Why do we just get Spider-Man and then make 2099 like some kind of vampire killer, or whatever like that? You know what I'm saying? I personally did not like that. Don't get me wrong. The movie is cool. The movie is good. I do like watching it. But I just wish though, like in terms of like story elements, like because the first movie we got a couple Spider-Men who were meant to teach and mentor Miles, keeping the focus on Miles, And then the second movie should have been Miles, kind of on his own, taking on his own villains. And then in the first movie, we had Kingpin as the main villain. It would have been cool to see Lizard, or even like a super duper souped up ultimate version of Craven hunting all the Spider-Man. Now that would have been cool if Craven was like the main villain for Spider-Man 2, and then he got into the little Spider Society thing, hunting all the Spider folk down. That would have been kind of epic. Or having Miles versus like 10,000 versions of Craven, or whatever like that. Like that would have been cool. He's not really a bad guy in the movie, like a person trying to be the judge and jury, taking his role too seriously. But he's not really a bad guy in the movie. More like a person trying to be the judge and jury, and executioner, taking his role too seriously. I guess, but I don't know. I just like one of the Spider-Men didn't have to be like a villain though. Like they could have pulled out one of Peter's many villains. Like I would have even taken Rhino or Sandman or Shocker or Hydro Man, even, you know what I mean? Just something like a person who's like an actual villain. Taking also to the Spot, because most people obviously don't know Spot. I don't really know Spot. The only reason why I know Spot is from the '90s cartoon. That is the only reason why I know the Spot. But like the casual audience though doesn't know Spot, and they may spot a joke. He has fangs in the books. Oh really? Wait, it wasn't his like with his backstory. One second here, because I think I read some of this, like his first introduction. 99. Let's see what you're talking about. By the way, chat, I really love Intamin cookies. If you guys never had them, I highly recommend it. It's amazing. Or they are the most spectacular cookies on the planet. I bought a box yesterday and I just finished it this morning. According to AI, that's not good. You're not supposed to consume that much sugar within 24 hours. You just aren't. And I was trying not to, but like they're just so good. Yeah, why was that so? It came out in 1992, am I right? Omnibus, annual, special, no omnibus, issue 1. Is this a rehash? Yeah, so this is, he was created by Gil Kane, no? Or something like that? Something like that. This is his first appearance, though. Dude, I love when they do, like, technology from, like, or whatever, like, the way the technology would be. We don't get copyrighted for looking at comics, so that's cool. But no hold on, wait a minute. You say he has fangs, organic webbing, I think, and then the usual Spider-Man power set, and he has sensitive eyesight, but no spider sense. I love his costume though. Huh?
I got a question.
What's up?
Do you like Eric July?
Do I like Eric July? No. No, I don't like Eric July at all. How do you know Eric July?
I was looking at your videos.
Oh. Well, yeah, no, I do not like that man, Eric July.
I wonder if you've seen it.
Well, I wonder if he's seen it too. Cause like my thing is with Eric July is that like he's just a capper and a liar. Like that dude just lies so much.
He's a capper. Where is he?
All he does is just lie. Like his recent videos is him like just like talking about stuff that he doesn't know about, and he just continues to just lie to his audience, hire all these weird people to like write his comics. And he like pretends to like comics, and it's just like it's just goofy. But and then too, there's like all these videos of like him like dancing and stuff. It's hilarious. I used to be a big fan though of Eric July, but not anymore though. Not anymore at all. This stuff is awesome too. Like this, huh?
It's the reason why you started.
Yeah. He is one of the reasons why I started because he was gonna make comics, and I thought that was super cool. And then when I seen him come out with his character, oh, for those who don't know who don't know what I'm talking about, Eric July created a character called Isom, and it's the most generic, boring, weird character I've ever seen in my or whatever I've ever seen in my life. The character's not good. The universe is not good. Everything Eric July makes is not good. His the first day he launched his little universe thing, I couldn't buy the comic at all. His website crashed. Now he just has all these comics about absolutely nothing. He has a character named Yaira. What do you call this? The Great War of Separation. Like all these weird titles. I'm convinced that Eric July uses AI to create all of this. He has comic artists like Chuck Dixon, who I think is famous for like writing either Nightwing or Punisher or maybe both. I don't know, but I think I have some comics written by Chuck Dixon, and specifically Spawn versus Batman. I think he wrote something for, and it was garbage. It was super boring. It was not entertaining at all, and I don't know. And then too, like Eric just lies to his audience, and all these comics are overpriced slop. Overpriced slop. How do you even say these names? What the heck is Goodjing or Goodying or Good Dying? Like, how do you even say this name? We don't know. We don't know. Eric doesn't know. You ask Eric and he can't tell you, or he'll just make something up. This chick, Blood Ruth. No, just no. I don't know if these are supposed to be superheroes or what. And I will say this: like writing stories, writing comics, drawing them is not easy. But like, at least though, like with me, like you know what I'm saying. Like I'll tell you, you know what I'm saying. Like I'm a brand new writer. I'm new to writing, but I think I have like more of like a focused set of literature than Eric, who just writes whatever the first thing that comes to his mind that only makes sense in his head. But I am no longer a fan of Eric July. I am not subscribed to his channel anymore. I don't really watch his videos either. Like every time they come up, like I have to push like not interested or like block this person, and like they still come up. He recently did a couple videos on something. I can't remember what it was. And to somebody remind me as well what we were talking about previously before he asked me about Eric before he asked me about Eric July. What was I talking about prior? Like Eric July makes like these political videos, and he's most famous really for like his topics on like characters and stuff like that, which is fine. You know, that's how I found him. He at the time he was making videos on like the CW shows. Now it's just like kind of social politics and comics and whatever like that. He doesn't like roads for some reason. Like Eric July has something against roads. Hold on, wait. Let me see if I can find the video. Who will build the roads? I gotta find that video. You gotta find the roads. Also, too, someone like Eric July as well, who claims to be a comic book fan, he didn't know what Final Fantasy, Amazing Fantasy 15 is. Oh, 2099 or Spider Man. Oh yeah. We were talking about Spider Man 2099. Okay, well we'll get back to that in a second. But Eric July didn't know what Amazing Fantasy 15 was. which is the first appearance of Spider-Man. I actually own it. I don't know if he does. I have it somewhere. I never read it, but I have it though. Let me see what Eric has to say about these roads. Okay, so this video is like all distorted, but yeah, like basically he's like saying something about like we need to cut funding or something, and his somebody said in his chat, well, what about the roads in Area July? Is like, forget them roads, we don't need them roads. Who's gonna, whatever. Similar to Tyrone Magnus. But Tyrone Magnus though is actually like funny though. Like I've seen a couple of his videos. He's actually funny. Area July is like serious when he does this stuff, and that's what makes it like worse.
Just throwing this out there before we get started. Any event that I happen to be at one of those, and you happen to be there as well. Let's just make sure that we link up and we kind of chop.
Oh yeah, and then too, like Area July likes to threaten people. Pull up, he says, pull up. He was talking to this guy on a live stream about comics, I think, and then this was the guy who asked Eric July about Amazing Fantasy 15, and Eric didn't know what it was, and Eric got embarrassed, and then he said we need to link up, pull up.
Just throwing this out there before we get started. Any event
okay, so this is actually before he gets started. My bad.
That I happen to be at one of those, and you happen to be there as well. Let's just make sure that we link up and we kind of chop it up about kind of some of those comments. So you fat, out of shape, and you white. Don't go around. I would advise you not do that. Go around talking about black people, saying that they have issues with themselves. I would not make it a habit if I were you. Considering that you ain't built for that level of action, I would not advise.
What is that a threat?
Never done anything athletic, and he talking sideways. Like I said, like he's got to see me.
Okay. But yeah, Eric July is funny. I used to like put like these intros in front of my videos of like making fun of Eric July because it was like hilarious to me, but the algorithm did like me doing that. But it was hilarious though. If I still had those intros, I would show it right now. But I probably would copyright it out for playing the that song. The what's it called song? Or do you know actually no, it doesn't even matter because she played it out, man. But what's that girl name? The Asian girl, Tay, who calls everybody broke. Anyway, getting back to superheroes and comic books. Spider-Man 2099, man, super cool character. I do gotta play that game that he's in. What was that? Spider-Man Cross Dimension? No, not Cross Dimensions. It was Shattered Time or something like that, right? Is that when we fight Anti-Venom? Somebody confirm in chat. Lil Tay, yeah. Lil Tay. Lil Tay is hilarious. I like to meet Lil Tay. And we could talk about who really getting that guap. Start going band for band. Line it up like DTB. This is Spider-Man's Spider-Man 2099 first appearance. As you can see, a lot of fun stuff here. Just epic. Like you were saying, you said he has the claws, and I like the flower. The web cape as well. I think it's really cool. I imagine that they took a lot of like when they were doing Spider-Man Unlimited. I imagine they took heavy inspiration from 2099 here, because he also has the cape as well. Have we seen Spider-Man Unlimited appear in anything comic-wise? Or was that just for the cartoon? Because I know we've seen it in Miles Morales movie Part 2. But did we see it in any other iteration? Because that was the only suit that I wanted in Spider-Man PS5 Part 2. But we didn't get any new suits. and they should be sued for that. That's Edge of Time. Edge of Time. That's what it is. They fight Anti-Venom, and the one you mean is Shattered Dimensions. Did I call the name something else? I wonder too if like I have on what? Yeah, huh?
I'm sorry to interrupt you, but Matthew Murdock might be Sam.
Huh?
Matthew Murdock might be Sam.
Yeah, I know who it is. I just didn't want to say his real name. They did Unlimited and was supposed to. No, it's not a random person. We know who it is. I didn't want to say his real name, you know, because like we're all internet personalities, man. We can't be using our real names, you know. The oppositions might be watching. Well, it doesn't matter. So, like I said, like people watch after the show. People watch afterward. Like my latest stream got like 37 views. You know what I'm saying? That may not seem like a lot, but it's like a lot, you know. No, actually, the latest stream got 51 views. So like it even went up. Now it's probably because it's One Piece, but you know, no comments, whatever like that. But that's okay. That's okay, because it's not about the results right now, right? This is all watering the plant. Okay, since the last stream, we got one new subscriber. That's one more than I had. We've been consistently streaming for 2 days straight now, 2 times a day. Not on purpose, just because I have nothing better to do. And it's just all about progress. You know, it is what it is at that point. It is what it is, you know. Either, because like I said, like my first stream was before I crash out. Let me try give streaming a try. We tried playing chess for 3 streams in a row. The audience doesn't like when I sit there, crash out, and rage about chess. So I'm gonna just keep playing chess for myself. But talking about One Piece though, talking about comics, talking about you know, entertainment, stuff like that. You know, people seem to gravitate and like when I do that. So we're gonna just move forward with that. And just kind of just chat about that, and we can share knowledge on the stuff that we know. We can talk about, you know, anime, Marvel, DC, how DC is better than Marvel, hands down. How we can talk about how the fact that Batman is the coolest character of all time. You could not name a cooler character than Batman at all. We talked about that last stream. Batman is the coolest character of all time. You cannot name a cooler character than Batman. At all. At all. At all. Try. Really think about every single character that you like, and then ask yourself, is he cooler than Batman? Are they cooler than Batman? Because Spider-Man is not cooler. You said what? Who?
Black Widow.
Black Widow is not cooler than Batman. Come on now.
No, she is though.
Black Widow is not cooler than Batman. You're smoking something, man. Black Widow is not cooler than Batman. Black Widow is not cool. Black Widow isn't even on. Somebody said go. And the same guy. Goku is not cooler than Batman. Okay, like okay, hold on. Let me just do this. Goku, right? I look up Goku, Kakarot himself, right? Kakarot, right? He looks cool, right? He looks cool, a bit goofy. You know what I'm saying? Cool. Don't get me wrong, right? Goku's got a special place in my heart, no homo, right? But then when we look up Batman from drawn by almost anybody. All these. I mean, let's just go here. Jim Lee Batman, instantly cooler than Goku. Who is this? Is this either Jason Fabok or this is Dave Finch? Let me see. Is this Dave Finch or Jason Fabok? This has got to be Dave Finch, right? Who drew this? Where's the signature at? Who is this by? Like who drew this? That looks like maybe like Greg Capullo, maybe. No, I'm probably. I gotta read this. Whatever this is, cause I love the artwork. Who is it though? Is the question. Like Batman, like here's my thing, right? For why Batman is the coolest character of all time, right? Because Batman comes as a completed like unit, right? Like you don't just get Batman. You get Batman, you get Alfred, you get Robins, you get Catwoman, you get a whole coterie of supervillains based on psychological deficiencies. You got the Joker, who is absolutely deranged. You got Two-Face, who has a split personality disorder and fixation with luck and coins and chance. There's a certain thing like there's like a whole like term for that. I just forget what it is. You got Poison Ivy. You got Jim Gordon, right? And like the whole police force, right? Detective Bullock, Montoya, Hart, so on and so forth, right? You got Batman's affiliate. First of all, like every major character was introduced through Batman. So like you got Batman, and then to Batman, like Batman has collaborated with like almost every major superhero, supervillain, and most characters were introduced through Batman comics. You know what I mean? And two, on top of everything else, right? Batman isn't even technically a superhero. He is a detective that just so happens to dress like a bat, and he's so cold that he can literally be around people, superpowered beings, and still be on top of them, still be on top. You know what I'm saying? Prime example: Justice League Doom, having whole contingency plans just to take out the Justice League, just in case they go rogue. Batman has a whole way to take them out. Superman doesn't even believe that could even be a possibility, but Batman already thought of it. Logs on all of them. Batman single-handedly was like had a plan to take them all out, and he almost did because somebody hacked his computer and got it. Which I don't really like that movie in terms of like the art style, but like it's a pretty good concept though. But like in terms of like least favorite, what?
Who is this?
Who is who? Show me. Oh, that is Raja Ghul.
I didn't know how to say that.
Oh, yeah, that's good. Yeah, Raja Ghul is a pretty good villain as well. But yeah, like you got Raja Ghul, you got Talia, you got the Robins, you got like Batman just comes as a completed package. Like you can take Batman and put him in any universe and he works. You can take Batman and pair him with anybody and he'll be on top. Like we just had Batman, Deadpool, like one for Marvel, one for DC. The one for Marvel was absolutely trash. The one for DC though was pretty good, drawn by Greg Capullo. Greg Capullo, I don't know why his art like has went down like tremendously in terms of like what he's like willing to draw or whatever. Cause he did recently Wolverine's Revenge, I think, and then but I know him though for Creech and Spawn, and Creech is fantastic. I read all 3 issues of Creech. I don't like the ending, but Creech though is fantastic. For those who don't know who Creech is, the ones who watch this afterward, Creech is this big gigantic monster who was created, who's basically a dead fetus brought back to life through his father, and he goes on a bit of a rampage after gaining consciousness. His father's consciousness was transferred into this Hulk-like body, and they go on a rampage. He now has emotions of sort, and he goes on a rampage, killing the government who's after him. He escapes to a sewer. There's a baby, and in the end, he dies. And so it's just kind of lame. But I mean, like just looking like even like just looking at this panel here, right? Like you can see like the amount of detail and like just the sheer like excitement like from this era of comics. Like they don't do this anymore, probably due to timing. But like you can see though that like Greg Capullo was really putting his all into every one of these pages. Like just the amount of detail, paneling, storytelling, and Greg too wrote this himself at the time, and so you kind of just really just see like what Greg was doing, what Greg did and what he was capable of. Even like his Spawn stuff as well too. Like wasn't like to this level of detail. So the Creech might have came after Spawn. I don't think it was like beforehand at all. Creech might have came after Spawn because you can see like all the Todd McFarlane influence in terms of like the paneling and stuff like that, and just like how he like does things. You know what I mean? All great stuff. All great stuff. And then compare this to like what Greg Capullo just recently did, right? He did Batman. Like let's just go like you know straight to the recent stuff, right? Batman, Deadpool. DC, Marvel. Yeah, we need a DC one. DC Marvel crossover, right? Like even like just like this opening page. Okay, let's just. Oh, we got Lobo too. That's cool. Opening. No, this is the Marvel one. I need the DC one. The Marvel one sucked. I thought I clicked the right one. Batman. And then why Deadpool too? Like that makes no sense. Marvel, DC, Deadpool team up. Yes, this is Deadpool Batman by Greg Capullo. So this was the Marvel one? Oh, okay, so then the Marvel one was good then. The DC no, because the DC no. Cause we got Alex Sinclair on colors. Dope colorist, but he doesn't do anything new though. Like his coloring method is like pretty like you know what to expect from Alex Sinclair whenever he's on colors. So it's the Marvel one that's actually good. The DC one is trash then. Oh boy. That's unfortunate. Oh, Scotty Young covers. Scotty Young is a really good influential artist for me as well. I recently read his I Hate Fairyland Volume 1. That's a pretty good story. It was like actually funny. So Zeb Wells, Greg Capullo. Okay, Greg Capullo's on pencils. The inker is Tim Townsend. Never heard of him. Of course, the color is Alex Sinclair. Even like this first page, right? Greg Capullo. Plain Jane everything. Greg Capullo no longer puts in like that visceral detail. I think he does things digital too. Or the inker is digital. I would have loved to see like the black and white of this. But Greg Capullo really didn't put too much detail into it at all. And it just looks very plain Jane. Very no, actually, no, no. I think I did see the Greg Capullo pencils actually somewhere online. So I know he drew this pencil, but I know that he does do digital work though. But this is just boring. It's just so boring. Like, cause we know Greg Capullo can do so much better, and he just didn't here. Even looking, I have Greg Capullo's right next to me. I have the Court of Owls story. Even that as well. Hold on, let me look at it. Make sure I'm not like gaslighting myself. Yeah, even like the cover is like not like the Court of Owls stuff is basically what I'm looking at here with the Deadpool Wolverine stuff. Like, it's just so plain Jane and a little bit more refined and less visceral. Unlike Creech, where like Creech is very well, he doesn't skip out on the backgrounds, I guess, but the Court of Owls story though, it's just like there's like Greg like halfway in, halfway out kind of thing. It's like some pages is like you really get to see like that raw, visceral nature of Greg Capullo, and then other pages is just like it's just like very plain Jane, like oh I don't really want to draw this. And I got it in like the manga size too, which I didn't mean to. I would love to collect this in like giant size so that I can actually like see like all the details stuff like that. Comics don't really work American comics don't really work in manga format. Like they just don't. Like I prefer like big giant American sized books for sure. Yeah, I don't know. Greg Capullo just doesn't really do it for me anymore. Like if anything, I would look at his Spawn stuff and his Creech work before I look at this or anything modern. Now let me take a look at Wolverine's Revenge, because maybe that's a little bit better. Because I know Greg for a fact drew that with pencil. I don't know who the inker is though. Is this it? There's 5 issues. Yeah, that's it. So this is written by Jonathan Hickman, drawn by Greg Capullo. Again, Townsend, Tim Townsend, I guess, is Greg Capullo's inker, I guess. Wolverine, in theory, should be able to work on his own, but to me, he just doesn't. And I don't like the yellow costume either. I prefer the brown costume. But I'm okay with the yellow costume when it's like part of like, let's say like, you know, when he's like, no, actually no, I'm lying. On screen, Wolverine should have the brown costume. Anything animated or in comics, the yellow costume will work better, in my opinion. But the brown costume first and always. So even like this cover here, right? You get like a little bit of like Greg Capullo's like signature detail, but like it's just so boring. Like this isn't anything. It's not exciting. It's like I'm just here for a job, and you know I'm gonna do it and whatever. Again, writer Jonathan Hickman, Greg Capullo. Here we go. We're back on Savage Land. That's why I didn't read this after Magneto. Don't care for the Savage Land. Don't care for Genosha. Don't care for none of this. It's all boring. Don't care for dinosaurs. All right. So if we're on the Savage Land, right? Why didn't we go with the brown suit version of Wolverine? Right? Why is this bright yellow and blue man in the middle of a jungle? Does that make any sense? No. No, it doesn't. I believe this is drawn digitally. It looks cool up close, but again, like, it's just not enough, dude. Like, it's very just plain Jane, dude. Like, and with a character like Wolverine, okay, like all of Wolverine's comics should be him just viscerally battling through hordes of soldiers, or also too, I think like Wolverine should always be fighting. Like, if he's gonna wear his costume, there needs to be costumed people fighting each other. Like Sabretooth should show up, or whatever X-Men villain, if there are any. I don't even know. Like, do the X-Men really have any villains? I don't know too much about the X-Men, but like Wolverine though, like, needs to be fighting costumed individuals for it to make sense. That's why I don't really like Marvel, or because like they all share villains, like they all kind of share one universe. Versus like, again, like Batman. He had, like, Batman can be part of a large team, or he can be by himself. And honestly, he prefers to be by himself, which makes him even cooler, because Batman has the audacity. He just has it all. Yeah, just going through this, more dinosaurs. That's more like it. He's gonna get chopped up. Splunk, good shirt. Fighting dinosaurs. Is this exciting to anyone? To me, this is just super boring. Why are we fighting dinosaurs? Who wants to draw a dinosaur? Well, I mean, dinosaurs are cool, but like, this isn't interesting at all. Like, it's just, this is boring too for Greg Capullo as well. Like, Greg Capullo, like, on Creech would have like drew Wolverine, dinosaur flat on his back, getting like, or maybe like at this point here, right, when like dinosaur like eats him, fully eat him. Yeah, maybe like show his dinosaurs like reaction with that, and then Wolverine like just burst out the guts, just shing shing shing, you know, stuff like that. It's just like this is boring, dude. It's all just so boring. Like, Greg just has run out of steam. He's run out of inspiration. He doesn't care. He's just here for a job, and that's so unfortunate. Because he's a fantastic artist. Who is this? Nick Fury? And Shield? And Nick Fury's not black either. That's interesting. That's interesting for sure. It's all drawn digitally too. Again, Greg Capullo, I know for a fact, did this in pencil. Shield helicarriers, boring. Just boring. Oh, we got some of the other characters though. Who this is, I don't know. He's got a yellow suit on. Bucky and I can't think of it. Captain America. Buck and Captain America. It's just all so boring. Just boring. Just so boring. This is a pretty fun shot. Wait, hold on. Did the helicarrier just like explode? What happened to Nick Fury? Does Wolverine have a? I'm saying he doesn't even need a parachute because he'll heal anyway. But take a look. No jackets, no coats. Okay. Oh man. Deadpool shows up also? Interesting. And Sabretooth. And my favorite. Can't think of his name right now. I don't know why I want to say Omni-Man, but no. Omega Red. Yo, speaking of Omega Red should have been the main villain for Deadpool for Deadpool and Wolverine. He should have been, and I said this from the beginning as well. Like, I didn't want to see a movie where two immortal people just like fight each other. Like, that's not interesting at all. Omega Red would have at least been like a force of nature, or like something that can actually like contest them, drain their power set or whatever. Max out their healing factors, whatever like that, but no, we just couldn't get anything good. Oh, wow. They killed a baddie. Unfortunate. Are you still there? Well, this I won't lie to you. It does take an interesting turn. Maybe you guys think on mute. I don't know. Captain America's sliding down the thing on his shield. That's kind of cool. Ooh, oof. These are pretty cool shots for sure. You know who would have been a dope artist for this story as well? Daniel Warren Johnson. He recently did Wonder Woman Dead Earth, which we talked about in our first stream. We can retouch on that as well because it's a fantastic story that I highly recommend. But we got we're just going over Greg Capullo's Wolverine's Revenge right now, and the fact that Greg Capullo is not as good as he once was, man. He's just drawing very, very boring pages, and we're just not getting that raw, visceral energy from him at all. At all. This stuff is pretty cool though, for sure. But it's just not as exciting as it could be. Not as exciting as it could be. I'm gonna actually go back and read this actually, but they all get captured, supposedly, and something wrong with the oh, hold on, wait a minute. Were bombs all placed in their chest? Because he'll heal. He's a super soldier. He is too. The Brotherhood happened, but there's something else going on here. There's something wrong with my chest. Yeah, mine too. I was awake when they did it. Don't know how they overcame my healing factor, but they cut me open and stuck something in there. Oh boy, he's got a bomb in his chest. I'm guessing they did the same to you. And your guess would be correct, Wolverine. Oh wait, is this who is this? Is this Stryker? I have a brilliant and gifted mind, but it still took no small number of permutations and combinations of Omega Red's diseases before we found one strong enough to temporarily stunt your powers so we could get something inside you. Then we put it behind your rib cage so your body wouldn't be able to push it out as it healed. Interesting. Clever, I thought. Absolutely. You might disagree. Who is this? What is it? A bomb. You know, I didn't even need to read it to know that they put a bomb in their chest. They also put it behind their rib cage. Now, how is Captain America and Bucky still alive? And do they have accelerated healing factors too? Meat goes boom and dinner gets served. Why? You can't possibly think you can blackmail us or coerce us into helping you in any way. Not with what's at stake. I forget what's at stake here. I know I watched a video on this prior, but I don't remember why they're all here. And we could have read it. I don't really care to read it. I was just going over like Greg Capullo's artwork. Colossus is here too. Now I'm kind of curious now because we're going through this. I might have to read this actually. Like I said, it's not as exciting as Greg Capullo that we know Greg Capullo can be, but I might actually read this stuff for the sake of the entertainment and for the sake of the story. I don't like Deadpool. I really don't. I like the idea of him, and I like his costume. I don't like how he's written most of the time because it's very goofy, and there's typically no balance for it. And this is 5 issues too as well. You want me to come up there? Betray. I don't know how to say his name. I'm just calling him Colossus. Or do you want to come down here and explain yourself? What is it to explain? Apparently he's Russian also. I don't understand that part. How are you Russian? Or why are you Russian? Just boring. Just boring. Although if like you focus on like storytelling, see, I don't think you have to be focused on storytelling at the cost of like boring panels, right? Because there's like the Marvel way, like drawing comics the Marvel way, and it focuses specifically on like fun and interesting panels, even when like the story is like a little bit meh, right? We see that with John Buscema, we see that with Jack Kirby. Nothing is ever boring with like the earliest of Marvel comics. In terms of the superhero stuff, it all focuses on fun and exciting. Ooh, did they kill Buck? And they kill Captain America? Or are they just... Well, wait a minute. Hold on. I'll cut this out before I give you the satisfaction of doing that to me. And then when I'm done doing that, I'm coming for... Oh, wait, I think that... Okay, yeah, because this story is called Wolverine's Revenge, right? So maybe he does kill both Bucky and Captain America. Ooh. We might actually have to read this. I might actually have to read this. I wish it didn't have to be this way, Logan. But it does. Someone must lose. And this day, it is the West. And it is you, old friend. Well, that kind of blows. Bye-bye, America. And to you, their hat. Oof. Again, man, Greg Capullo. Still boring. Still boring. Let me put my glasses on, though, because I might have to actually go back and read this all. That is a lot of blood. Yes, and now it's done. What's next? Now we take the seed and relight our half of the world. So I need to know what the story is here. It's pretty okay. This looks like Greg Capullo, like inked it himself actually. And tomorrow, in the years to come, when the sun rises, it will be to shine on our flourishing lands and on the graves of the West, for they will all be gone. Man. There will be no one left to remember them. And even this face is just so boring. It's just not as exciting. What do you guys think, chat? Do you guys think this is exciting? Considering what I just showed you from Greg Capullo on Creech. Even if you don't even look at Creech, right? Because again, like perhaps Creech is after Spawn. We gotta look at Spawn. I think he joins at like either spawn 15 or spawn 16. So let's go spawn 16 just to be sure. Okay. Let's go spawn 16, right? Drawn by Greg Capullo, inked by Tommy Fallen. Yeah, so pencils are Greg Capullo. Inks are not by Tommy Fallen yet. I think Tommy Fallen inks them at like 25, maybe 22. But Greg Capullo, though, does pencils either between like 15 and 16, okay? And then the story is Grant Morrison. Oh, Grant Morrison takes over. Interesting. Inks by Dan Panaz, Pano, Harvey, and then Art T. Bear. I hear Art T. Bear is pretty good, actually. But, okay. Here's Greg Capullo in the 90s, alright? Again. Even just this and that, right? Greg Capullo. Now, this is like earliest Greg Capullo, okay? Exciting stuff, man. Exciting stuff. Even with like less lines and more experimental stuff, like pages are still getting filled with visceral, big, you know, maybe storytelling comes second or whatever, but it's visceral, it's raw, it's exciting. This is what comics should be. Okay? This is what comics should be. Raw, exciting, visceral, with an emphasis on storytelling and clarity, but for the most part, though, exciting, fun, you know, big, right? Because we're in America. Here's the first time we see Greg Capullo draw Spawn. You know, it's alright, you know. Fast forward then to like Spawn like 25. And we start to see like more of like Greg's style really develop. There's an issue here too. Like I don't know what issue Mark Silvestri draws Spawn, but I want to see that also. Give me 1 second to find it here. Why can't I see 200 Spawn? Let's go Spawn like 25. Because Greg takes over for like 2 years, I think, on Spawn. Let me see. Yeah, this is a Greg cover. Yes. No, oh, this is a Mark Silvestri issue. This is the Mark Silvestri issue, actually. Okay, so actually this. Okay, so we'll take a look at that first. So this is Mark Silvestri's cover then. On Spawn. Writer Todd McFarlane, inks by Billy Tan, Bat, whatever. Yeah, that's definitely Mark Silvestri because of the line work. And we were reading Batman Joker 2 streams ago. The artwork, man, was very like it was good, no doubt, but it wasn't anything near like this level once again, or like what Mark Silvestri can like really do, right? And maybe too, it might just be the colors as well, because like colors are a lot more realistic these days versus like, you know, stuff like this where like you have a whole scene that's like really like just blue and like just like orange, like, you know, complementary colors and stuff like that. Like there's really not a lot of like experimentation these days with hardly anything. You know what I mean? Just really cool stuff here for sure. For sure. Wanda, or is this Wanda? Should be Wanda. Spawn's story makes no sense either. Like his whole reason for coming back to life was to see his wife, and he never does that. He never accomplishes that goal, and he can't anyway. Look at the red band version. Look at the red band version. The ending of issue 1. For what comic? For what comic? Wolverine or the other one we were looking at. This again, all exciting stuff here. I think I have this actually, if I'm not mistaken. I might have this because I know I got the first 2 volumes of Spawn. So actually no, that's only like what, the first like 12 issues, 12 or 13 issues. Wolverine. Okay, let me go back to Wolverine, and then we'll reconvene here back on Mark Silvestri. But we'll go here down to the red band version. That all at the end here, or is that something else? Hold on, wait a minute. Let me go all the way back up. The red band version. So let's go Wolverine's Wolverine. So Revenge. I spelled that all wrong. Red band. What is red band? I'm about to look at it right now. Is that like the black and white? Red band. What is this? Oh, hold on, wait. Hold on. This, before we do this, is this, before I scroll any further, chat, let me know. Is this safe? Will we get banned? What does explicit content mean? Warning, this comic book is only approved for appropriate audiences. Chat. Are y'all trying to get me banned? Are y'all trying to get me banned? I'm gonna scroll once, see what happens. Oh, this is drawn by somebody else. No, it can't be, because it's Red Band Edition, starring Captain America. It's a gorier version of the book, not too insane. Okay, so then we should be able to show it then. Is it a different artist, or is it still Greg Capullo? Who knows what happened? Body blah woody woo. More gorier version. Because off rip we have lava. I don't think the last one had lava. It's all the same stuff. It said more gory. Dude, Marvel is so like, oh, I see. Guts falls out, guts all over. So then Greg what drew like two different versions then? That's a little weird. That's a little like I wouldn't have done that at all. Okay. Alright. Okay. I mean, it's like slightly, I don't know what I'm same artist, just got to the end panel. There's extra part. Okay. As a great cool. Who's the villain though? Who's the Brotherhood of Evil Mutants? Okay, we're hundreds of miles from it now, and our intel is correct. It's the home of the only cold fusion seed reactor to ever exist. I remember something about a cold fusion thing. The problem, of course, it ain't ours, and it is theirs. The Brotherhood of Evil Mutants. So the Brotherhood of Evil. Now I'm familiar with the Brotherhood of Evil. That has like Toad and Magneto and Blob and characters like that. So I'm familiar with those guys. We don't see those guys hardly like ever anymore because there's really like no villains when it comes to the X-Men, which is why they're so boring. So he's just a member of the Brotherhood of Evil. I don't know if he has a name or not, but whatever. So they go all the way down to the end fight. I want to see if there's any more like blood and gore or whatever, or maybe get some black and white, maybe. Okay. Oh, I mean that looks a little okay. See, like, why didn't we? So this really should be like the main page then, or like rather than what we've seen before. Cause like this looks cool. See, but then does that also mean though that like, oh, Colossus is the main villain? Interesting. So Colossus is the main villain here. Yeah, see, like this looks much cooler than the other panel for sure. But then why would they change it though? This looks kind of dumb. See, right? Once again, right? Like, Greg is already used to drawing like these types of like really super gory and like stuff like that. Cause he's drawn Spawn, he's drawn The Walking Dead, he's drawn Creech. Like this isn't like this should be right up Greg Capullo's wheelhouse, and it's just not as exciting as it could be. Then again, though, it might just be the inker. Right, because it might not even be Greg, because this is inked digitally versus Greg who did pencils. So the inker might be to blame here, not Greg. They put a bomb in that man's chest and blew him up, and he just came back, which is freaking awesome. But it's got to be painful though, like to do all like that accelerated healing. And my thing is too, right? Like Wolverine's healing factor, like, are there really like no limits to it, right? Because he just got like all of him just exploded. His bone structure is still intact, obviously, because it's coated in adamantium, and his bones and. But then again, right? Like if you do explode Wolverine, technically he shouldn't be able to come back because because the DNA can't pour out of his bones, right? Or however that would work. Well, it's like if not everything explodes, then I guess like the remaining tissue would just grow back. That's kind of insane, though.
That looks nasty.
What you're watching? Oh, yeah, I forgot you were watching this. Yeah, I mean, well, or do you like Wolverine or no?
Yeah.
You do? Yeah, I mean, I like him too, kinda, but I wish though that his stories were a bit better. It's cool, don't get me wrong, but I wish that Greg Capullo like did something like a little bit better, for sure. I gotta actually read this up because I'm curious to see like where the story goes. Like it starts off really boring, and then we see dinosaurs, and then we just see people like get bombs and put in their chest. We see Captain America die, the Winter Soldier die, zebra people, feet, dragon toes. I was told that Colossus is this is what the Triceratops. I was told Colossus is the main villain of the story. So I actually will probably read this. I won't buy it. I'll probably just read it off this website, free of charge, of course. Hopefully they don't. Yeah, I don't think they copyright me on when I show comics because I read through Batman the other day, and there were no issues. Another comment here. He says he can't heal. Yeah. Like he can't heal limbs and stuff like that. Like say like did they get chopped off? He can't heal limbs back, but if he fully exploded, he can come back, and even with just a drop of blood or a singular piece of him. Yeah, that's kind of OP. But then again, though, rather if he can't regrow. That doesn't make any sense though. Like if he gets like an arm chopped off, I think he can put it back on, but he can't like regrow like a whole new hand because he can't regrow his bone structure because it's been coated in adamantium, limiting his potential, unlike Deadpool. So then what's Deadpool's thing then? Like what's his limit? Like he can like just come back from anything, no? Like you chop his head off and he's still alive. You chop his arm off, he can't does he grow back a new one or or is it the same thing, like he just puts it back on? Like how does that work? Like I'm so sick of the like on one I'm saying this too. Healing factors are super cool. Don't get me wrong. Okay, especially when it comes to like Wolverine, right? In given the right context. Worst Wolverine story that I've read recently was the return of Wolverine. Maybe the death of Wolverine is a little bit better, but the return of Wolverine was atrocious. You'll see later in the story how they deal with Deadpool. Oh, so you read this? See, I'm gonna read this now because it's only 5 issues, and the first part did hook me. It did hook me, and when I seen Greg Capullo like doing the pencils for this, like I was like, okay, this looks, like this looks like it can be something interesting. I'm a little curious though. So I gotta go back and read this on my own time. 'Cause I don't want to read it here because I'm starting to get a headache once again. Hopefully people don't like start joining and trying to like talk and chat because I'm not gonna be here all night once again. Come when the stream is live, not when it's not live. Well, they can watch it afterward. It's fine. It's just like don't like start showing up when the show is over. You know what I'm saying? I hate that. I went to the club once, like my first time and the last time. I went to the club or whatever, and we got there at like 12 o'clock. And when the party was over, at like 1, they said they told everybody to get out. So what I did was immediately leave. When they seen that people like weren't leaving, they shut the music off and said, no, like I'm serious, get out, leave. The party is over. And of course the girl's still trying to do the most. Oh, this is like the part 2. This show sucks as well. Pop the Balloon or Find Love. This show sucks.
No, it's fun. You gotta watch only the funny moments. That's good when you watch it.
Yeah, like you really can't watch like full episodes because it's just so boring. Yeah, when you first came out. Yeah, well, when it first came out. What was I saying? In response to that, when it first came out, what was I saying? What Deadpool Wolverine? I mean, Wolverine. Oh no, I asked you when you if you read it when it first. You're saying that you read it when it first came out. Yeah, look, I was going to read it, but I never got around to it. And you know, comics are really expensive right now. It's like $6, $7. 6, 7. 6, 7. It's like $6, $7 for like issue one of like a Marvel comic or like a DC comic. Like I'd rather just wait for the trade and just like collect the trade now, cause the trade always comes out after like the fifth issue or whatever like that, like fifth, sixth issue. So I just buy trades now. I still got I want to buy Daniel Warren Johnson's trade for Beta Ray Bill, even though I already have it. I just want to show you guys though, like Beta Ray Bill. Like Beta Ray Bill is one of my favorite Marvel characters of all time. Seriously, I like Beta Ray Bill. I like Magneto, but Beta Ray Bill by Daniel Warren Johnson is legendary, truly legendary. But Daniel Warren Johnson, it's only 5 issues. It is incredible. Incredible. I highly recommend it. You got Mike Spencer on colors. He's like Daniel Warren Johnson's like personal colors. I feel like at this point, because everything that Daniel Warren Johnson is on, Mike Spencer is like not too far away, or like he's like basically right there. It's drawn beautifully. It's epic. It's visceral. It's exciting. Every page. It's right up Daniel Warren Johnson's alley as well. I don't remember this. I don't remember like the panels or that, but I do remember the story. You got Beta Ray Bill. He's a Corbinite who's been genetically enhanced, genetically modified to protect his people, protect his alien race. When you first meet him, you first meet Beta Ray Bill in Walt Simonson's store. I don't know the number, but you can just like look up Walt Simonson's store and you'll see the first appearance of Beta Ray Bill. It's pretty epic. Beta Ray Bill fights and defeats Thor with his hammer, by the way. Takes his hammer. He's worthy. He seemed to be worthy of the hammer. He goes... Odin summons... what he thinks to be his son Thor, but Beta Ray Bill ends up showing up. And Beta Ray Bill seeks to put hands on Odin. He's a demon, right? But of course it's Odin, so he's not going to do anything to Odin. You know, Odin's very powerful. And then Odin makes Thor and Beta Ray Bill fight once again. Oh, and too, that's with no magic, no items, no nothing. And Beta Ray Bill once again comes out on top, almost killing Thor actually. Well, almost leaving Thor to die. But he, you know, because he has a good heart and realizes that Thor is not a bad person. Thor is saved by Beta Ray Bill, and then Beta Ray Bill is gifted the hammer Stormbreaker. So Thor never really. So I don't know if Thor ever gets Stormbreaker, but Stormbreaker though is Beta Ray Bill's. It was specifically made and given to him by Odin, which is really cool. And then this story picks up after Thor breaks that hammer. So Beta Ray Bill has nothing. Which I want to see how this how this went. Like I want to read this story where Beta Ray Bill breaks the hammer. Is that Thor unworthy or something like that? Like what's the story where like Thor loses his hammer or loses his worthiness? Like I want to read that to where like we get to this part, because that's got to be pretty epic. Just these few pages too. Like there's like no dialogue. It's just you get like a brief recap of Bill's story, where he comes from, and then where we are in terms of like the continuity, which is really awesome. We got Sif coming in. The Daniel Johnson really doesn't like, he knows how to draw women, but he's not interested though in drawing attractive women. I wish he did, because he did once. This looks very similar to his Wonder Woman, and that book there is no appeal to Wonder Woman. There's no appeal to the Amazons. It's all visceral. And when you're drawing Wonder Woman, there needs to be some kind of appeal to the character, because she's meant to be beautiful. She's meant to be beautiful, so she has to be drawn that way. Anyway, though, let's just kind of go through here, right? Bill, so he doesn't have his hammer anymore, but he does have access though to the halls of Asgard's armory, which is a temporary replacement. And this whole story is about him getting essentially a new weapon. He's not gonna get Stormbreaker. He's gonna get the Sword of Surtur, and he goes all the way down to Muspelheim and gets a new sword for magic, just so that way he can turn back into a human. Really, this story, like in hindsight, doesn't do anything as far as like he doesn't learn any lessons about self perseverance, or like you don't learn that it's not all about appearance at the end of the story. Like Bill just kind of goes back to being Bill. Like he's just like he doesn't like accept himself as a horse faced warrior. He starts off depressed, and it ends with cope. You know what I mean? But it doesn't stop it though from being like an epic story. Love how Daniel Wilson like draws like everything, like from like the detailing on his limbs to the visceral nature of how he just draws weapons. Like just so epic. Like Daniel Warren Johnson is like the perfect artist for like small big projects, like 5 issues, 4 to 5 issues, giving him the creative freedom to just pretty much do whatever. You get mid ground, or you get background, mid ground, foreground in like almost every panel. He draws his own sound effects. In the art book that I have of Daniel Warren Johnson, like he shows like him like drawing Better Bill for the first time. It's pretty incredible. Well, not incredible, but I got excited because like nobody draws Better Bill, and like this really gives Better Bill like the props that I feel like he deserves, because the only other time that you see Better Bill being drawn was when he first appeared with Walt Simonson. Since then, like Better Bill should have like showed up in something else, especially after this. Like either continue on or do another story with Better Bill with the new sword, which would have been really cool. But you just don't see it. We got Fing Fang Foom here, a bit of a lame character. I don't even know what this is. Like, what is this? I don't know. But love how when Darren Justin poses these characters like this. I still don't know how to draw it. Like it's always like this leg that gives me trouble. Like I can do this leg pretty easily, but this leg doesn't. Like I never can get this leg right. And then like just like drawing characters from behind too is always difficult. Capes. I don't like drawing capes. But again though, foreground, midground, background. Like Daniel Johnson does it all. There's always a background. There's always like he loves drawing castles. He said. He's very elite with perspective. Just really filling the space. Just adding some rawness to everything. Again with Sif. The Rainbow Road. Oh wow, that's interesting. It's Galactus's helmet as the Rainbow Road, or the Rainbow Road entrance. I didn't even realize that before. Some real solid perspective here. Again, like Daniel Justin is all about perspective as well. There's almost nothing that he can't do, and it's all just so visceral and great. Especially when like he draws Scuttlebutt here. Just. He's a master with technology, so on and so forth. I think after I showcase this, I'm gonna end stream. But even though I have all 5 of these issues, I want to get it in the volume, just so I have it all, because I don't like taking out my individual comics. I just don't. It's just a very tedious process, because like they're all like neatly inside their backing boards. At least the ones that are backing board, which are most of my comics. But I don't like pulling them out though. I really don't. I don't want to get ripped. I don't want to get torn. I don't want to get damaged, because like when I'm reading books, like I get like my fingers get sweaty and I smudge and stuff like that, and I don't want to do that to my comics. I paid like thousands of dollars on comics, and I don't want to ruin any of them. Murdoch, question: have you read this? Have you read Beta Ray Bill by Daniel Warren Johnson? If not, I highly recommend it. It's awesome. And like the thing is, like when I went to go to the comic shop, like I was looking for things to like read, and I seen Beta Ray Bill, and I'm like, yo, like I found all 5 issues in a box, because I think this came out in like 2021, I think, the summer of 2021. All 5 issues were out. My bad, I'm back. I was asking, did you read Beta Ray Bill by Daniel Warren Johnson? No, you haven't? Oh well, I highly recommend it though. It's incredible. Even like just looking at like the first issue here, just coming off of I actually want to read like how Bill lost his hammer. Even if like I don't go read like Thor Unworthy or like, I think that's like the Thor that's like that was in Fortnite, right? Like the Thor with the he becomes like a villain and he's no longer worthy to wield Mjolnir or whatever. And dude, you got to, like I said something too, like right, like Bill is like he's not only worthy, but he is like strong by nature. So you see, like he just pulls his dragon off a Sif, just like and just slams him down, dude. It's oh my days, it's awesome. If you want to come in, you'll have to get past me first. And did the and like the way Bill speaks too, it's awesome. It's awesome, dude. I believe Daniel Warren Johnson's like his main inspiration for, or not inspiration, but like his I love horse meat. What's it called? Daniel Warren Johnson, I believe, is very inspired. Like his art style comes from Akira. Not Toriyama, but the guy who created, or the author of Akira. There's some of that is like very influential to him. And there's another guy who draws like Daniel Warren Johnson as well. Let me find the book real quick. I started reading some of it. The story confuses me. I'm too lazy to go and look for it, but like I'll have it next time though. You guys gotta remind me. It's what's that story called? It's called like Ultraman or something like that, or the Ultra or something like that. I don't know. But Thor comes. He's in like his new outfit. He descends. I'm getting irritated because I'm tired. Like I said, after I showcase this, I'm gonna end stream. But Thor comes in, kills all the defeats Fin Fang Foom or whatever. Everybody yells, "Hooray to Thor!" Oh, he was like, oh, interesting. So is Fin Fang Foom like a venom thing? Because this looks like a regular like dinosaur or whatever. Anyway, Thor comes in, steals all the credit. He has a hammer. Bill gets jealous. Where the story really like takes a turn is that Bill actually like goes to hang out with Sif, and he gets like humiliated and embarrassed because his face is hideous. You know what I'm saying? Like, see, it's like Bill without the helmet, he's chopped. Bill without his helmet is a sin. Seriously, like look at that shape of his head. Sif likes Bill. You know, they have a little bit of like a relationship thing going on, kind of, sort of. It's a little fake though. It's a little fake, because Bill tries to come at her like always, and whatever. Things get a little risque as we progress, and then what's it called? They don't show anything, so we can like continue on this. But it's obviously implied that they're in a bit of a relationship. And then Bill's like, I don't have my hammer, so I can't turn back to the form that you like. And she's like, oh. Dude, this is embarrassing, dude. It just straight embarrasses him. And dude, oh my days. Just embarrasses him, right? And Bill is just like, Bill, no, she's like, Bill, I'm sorry. He's like, Sif, please, I understand. I'm not blind. I'm hideous. And he just leaves in shame and humiliation. Let me see what this actually did. Like, does Daniel Warren Johnson do a good job here of like, this looks exactly like how he drew even this, right? Like the Daniel Warren Johnson still somehow like doesn't make this scene like he makes it work without it being like too much, and I love that about it. But I wish though, like Sif, like Daniel Warren Johnson needs to draw attractive women. Like he has to, he needs to, because like his style is very messy and gritty, and he uses like a lot of tools to like draw his stuff. Daniel Justin really knows how to fill a space as well. Like I love how he does like fills like every panel with like something, like even like panels where like there's like no background. He always does something to give it some kind of like does something like to really fill and like draw you in. Stuff like this, like even earlier, with like stuff like this. Like he'll always like put something in the background that'll like really make you draw toward the character, which is pretty cool. Anyway, moving on, we flash back to Bill getting genetically enhanced, becoming a scuttlebutt. This was an epic double page spread as well. Truly magnificent. Drawing technology is fun. I don't do it all the time, or even most of the time, really. I gotta really like learn, but technology is fun. And again, Dan Warren Johnson as well. He really loves doing negative space. He's a master at perspective. Again, foreground, midground, background. That's his claim to, or that's his MO. for almost every panel, and it's just genius because it really makes again the page feel full. Um, which I need to start doing actually. Do a foreground, midground, and background elements. Anyway, Bill crashes out. He's like, I'm leaving. I'm gonna go find your father so he can make me a new hammer. I hate you. I'm gonna make myself beautiful again. So that's the whole premise of the story, and it's great. But it's also kind of funny because again, like Bill at the by the end of this, Bill doesn't learn anything. Like you know what I mean? Like he doesn't learn to accept himself. He doesn't learn to just be a horse faced man and accept his raw nature and the fact that he's simply better than Thor in every aspect. But it's still a great story though either way. And I think like I said in the previous video as well that Wonder Woman by Daniel Johnson has the same problem where like Wonder Woman is the main villain of that story, and by the end you don't learn anything in terms of like like you don't learn trust because Wonder Woman promises things and breaks her trust. You don't learn to overcome and persevere because Wonder Woman really doesn't like. You knew she was gonna win from the jump, and she killed Superman. She basically killed the entire world, and the people are kind of forced to trust her because they're all she has, even after learning the truth. They couldn't really turn on her because she was their saving grace. So that's that. So I recommend this. I recommend anything really drawn by Daniel Warren Johnson. He has some of his creator own stuff too. Like I think it's called Do a Power Bomb and what else has he done? Beta Ray Bill was his. I want to say his first thing at Marvel, but like maybe some more Marvel stuff. Well, he's done covers. I don't know if he's really done much interiors for Marvel, but Beta Ray Bill, his first DC project though was Wonder Woman Dead Earth, and he wrote and made that stuff himself, which was again pretty good. Really strong beginning, bad great climax, bad falling action, and horrible resolution. Horrible. Like it is a story that is truly almost perfect. Like he almost had the perfect Wonder Woman story, almost, and he just sold. Artistically, it's fantastic. Almost no flaws besides Wonder Woman not being drawn attractively. Her weapon, she I guess I mean like I don't even know if you guys care too much, but like I'm gonna spoil this. There's a weapon that Wonder Woman uses. Like instead of her lasso of truth or a sword, she finds the corpse of Superman, rips it out of his body, and like uses it as like as a whip. I'm gonna show you guys. It's in like issue like I don't even remember. It'll come to me. I'm like, dude, my brain is like not functioning right now. I need sleep. Okay, so it's only 4 issues. Issue 3, I think, is where we see it. So this is where we meet Superman in this, and so you guys can like see like a bit of the artwork as well. Once again, Mike Spencer is Daniel Warren Johnson's colorist. Only he can decipher the mess that goes on in Daniel Warren Johnson's work, because I wouldn't know how to color any of this. I'll be honest with you. This is the reveal page on like where this is like the reveal page I was talking about, where Wonder Woman learns the truth. She is the Great Fire. They were torturing Cheetah, putting Cheetah, stuff like that. I thought that this was a boy the entire time. That this is actually a girl. Love how Daniel Johnson draws smoke. It's very, again, visceral, very lovely. I really like this panel too. Just like almost going for the gun. Really dope stuff here. Really dope stuff. Now, I'm not gonna spoil much else. I highly recommend this book though. Wait, see, I probably didn't pay attention to this. But yeah, like I didn't know D was a girl though until like issue 5. Lasso of Truth. So okay, so that's why she doesn't have it. She goes to Wonder Woman. No, she goes to find Superman though, and then finds his corpse. Yeah, so here's where she goes to find Superman's corpse at the Fortress of Solitude. Superman robot answers the door instead. He's like, "Where's Clark?" He said, "Not quite. Let me find out. You don't remember?" She's like, you killed him. So this was like the big like point where like, oh my goodness, like Wonder Woman killed Superman. Like that's so like. And then I heard that back then this is very controversial, but I love though how it was executed. Like I'm not gonna show it, but yeah, it was like it was a pretty epic fight though. I spoiled it last stream, but like I definitely highly recommend. I just bought this book, so I already read this, and I loved it. It was like I said, it was almost perfect, man. The first two issues really solid. The first three issues were really solid. Right at the end here, like when you get like from here, you get the fight, but after this though, no, I'm lying. The ending of issue two, where like we find out like the Mascara and broken and lost trust. That's when like they really start to fall apart. It picks up here and then falls apart after this. Like after the Superman fight between Wonder Woman and Superman, right? But again, Daniel Johnson's art though, just like the visceral, raw nature of just like the detailing, the black, just the sheer like Wonder Woman punched a hole through this man's chest. I won't spoil it, but it was epic though. Okay, she crashed out. She crashed out and blamed Clark for the death of her people. Okay, but she crashed. I want to show like a little bit of it, right? She's like, look how like Daniel Johnson like draw Superman. Just epic. Just epic, right?
Now, sorry to interrupt. Are you gonna do like just chilling? So I know it's kind of hard to like just chilling, but like, are you gonna do another live where you're playing like video games or something?
Yeah. Just not tonight though. Like just not tonight. I'm tired. Maybe tomorrow, but just not tonight though. Actually, I'm about to end stream now. But in conclusion though, highly recommend you guys read some comics. We talked about the One Piece. We talked about some comics. I'm done. Stream is over. You all have a good night. Good day. Let me put it on the BR or the BRB screen. I need to have like a stream ending live or stream